We have an update regarding a murder in Fosston, Minnesota back on June 2nd of 2019. Nicholas Hauge was charged with murdering his brother Timothy Hauge. Since then, Nicholas Hauge has undergone a mental evaluation and deemed fit to stand trial. This month, an omnibus hearing was scheduled for March 10th. That's to basically take care of any legal issues on either side of the case before a trial is scheduled. For background on this case, here's our reporting published on June 4th of 2019. 2 days after the murder. We now have details regarding a murder in Fosston, Minnesota, early Sunday morning. Nicholas Hauge has been charged with murdering his brother, Timothy Hauge. He's been charged with one count of murder in the second degree intentional and one count of murder in the second degree unintentional. Each of those charges carries a maximum sentence of 40 years in prison. This from the criminal complaint. On Sunday at 3:44 a.m., the sheriff's office received a 911 call from somebody reporting that a male was passed out on a lawn near 412 8th Street Northwest in Fosston, and that another male was throwing things at the male. Deputies were dispatched to investigate. When en route to that location, the sheriff's office received another 911 call from someone reporting that a male was trying to break a window at 412 8th Street Northwest in Fosston. When the deputy arrived at the location, they saw one male standing in the road and another male laying on the road next to the curb. The deputy approached the male who was standing, and he was later identified as Nicholas Hauge. The deputy noted that Nicholas Hauge had blood on his arm, so he placed handcuffs on Hauge. The deputy approached a male who was lying on the road and is later identified as Timothy Hauge. It was Nicholas's younger brother. The deputy noticed a large amount of blood in the gutter near Timothy Hauge and a large gash on Timothy Hauge's head. Deputy Walker checked for a pulse but was unable to find one, even though Timothy Hauge felt warm to the touch. The deputies began performing CPR on Timothy, but they were unable to revive him. Timothy Hauge was later declared dead. The deputy then placed Nicholas Hauge in the patrol car. While doing so, Nicholas Hauge was uncooperative and stated, "Just kill me." The deputy could smell a strong odor of alcoholic beverage coming from Nicholas Hauge. Hauge was transported to the correction center in Crookston. The deputy then spoke to a witness, one of the first people to contact the sheriff's office regarding the incident, and stated that she had heard two males outside of her residence. She heard one male say, "Get up." After a while, she heard one male talking while the other one was moaning. She saw one male throwing something at the other male who was laying on the ground. She was not sure what the male threw at the other male, but it sounded like a pot. The male on the ground was not moving when the other male threw something at him. That was when she called the sheriff's office, and it sounded like the male also threw something at the house. Sheriff's investigator discovered a landscaping block outside a bedroom window at 412 8th Street in Fosston. The block was approximately 1 foot long, 6 inches wide, and 3 to 4 inches thick, and had what appeared to be blood on one corner and two sides of it. The block was located approximately 20 yards from where Timothy Hauge's body was found. The investigator went to the correction center and seized the clothing that Nicholas Hauge had been wearing, and he could hear Nicholas Hauge yelling and swearing at the corrections officer. The investigator noted what appeared to be blood on the jeans and t-shirt that Nicholas Hauge had been wearing. The investigator also applied for and was issued a warrant to search the person of Nicholas Hauge. The investigator noted a number of superficial scrapes on Nicholas Hauge's forearms, an area of his forearm with what appeared to be blood on it, but no nearby cut. Scrapes and cuts on the knuckles and fingers, and what appeared to be some blood near his left ring finger. Later in the day, an autopsy was conducted on Timothy Hauge's body. The doctor noted extensive blunt force trauma to Timothy Hauge's head. This included impact sites in the forehead, posterior front, and scalp, multiple fractures of the cranial vault and base of the skull, and multiple abrasions, contusions, lacerations of the face, including the nose and lips. Based upon this autopsy, the doctor concluded that Timothy Hauge died as a result of craniocerebral trauma, and that Timothy Hauge's death was a homicide resulting from an assault by another person. That was from the criminal complaint. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNews.tv.